Hello everyone, I'm Inverse and I am back finally after a long break with another Company of Heroes cast. This is my first cast actually since my April Fool's episode. If you guys haven't watched that, check it out. The Shelt Strategic Analysis Parts 1 and 2. I was pretty happy with how they turned out and with some of the people who didn't really understand the date and who couldn't read the date. Which was fairly entertaining. Anyways, I am now pretty much done exams, kinda, sorta, mostly done exams. So I will be casting a lot more regularly. I'm actually going to plan on getting a video a day up for the next 2 weeks or so until I leave for playoffs and then go to Saskatchewan, which is in the middle of nowhere, and I will probably have terrible internet, which means videos far less frequently. So I'm going to try to get as many out now as I can. I'm of course streaming every day all my ladder games at justin.tv/inversetv. There's a link on my channel. I implore you to check it out. Justin TV automatically archives all my footage on their site. You can go ahead and watch it. It's at a decent resolution. It's fairly smooth. The new XSplit really helped with that. So I'm pretty happy with the quality. My computer's not the best, so I kind of can't. I don't have too much control over that. But anyways, yeah, look for some different content on this channel. Different types of content, too. I don't want to be just doing replay casts. I'm going to be trying to mix in a few other things. Try to give you guys a bit more of a glimpse into how I watch replays when I'm not casting them, all that fun stuff. And is a rifles? No, an engineer isn't going to die yet, but a Volk squad's going to die. Almost. Anyways, let's get on with the game. I did not mention before because I kind of had a lot to babble on about. This is ProPipe, who is Philly Willy on the game replays boards. He was an old-time Company Heroes strat specialist, played a lot of Company Heroes online. One of the better 1v1 American players, at least playing right now. Fairly solid American player. Pretty good at Wehrmacht too, although I have not seen much of his Wehrmacht. And I actually played Philly Willy on the ladder, and he strafed my sniper a few times, and I nerd raged on him. So I kind of felt bad. He's a good guy. He's cool. So I decided to do this cast because I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rage. Anyways, yeah, strafing snipers. Annoying crap. Anyways, just a little bit of a comment on Philly Willy's ProPipes. I'll call him ProPipe. Oh yeah, his opponent. Wow, I am really off the ball right now. TimothyMatlack. Everyone knows TimothyMatlack. He whines a lot, and he's kind of okay, I guess. I think he got like level 17 at some point, but I'm not really sure. Anyways, talking about Philly Willy's opening. I personally, if we open up the tactical map right now, I personally send my first engineer to cap all the way around here. Send my first rifle right to... No, actually, I send my... I ignore the entirety of the left side as Americans when I play Sturz from the bottom. And the reason for that is it's so much easier for the Wehrmacht player to control the left side. I mean, you do see this wire right here, which is a good move by ProPipe because the Wehrmacht player Timothy, he is going to have to cut all this, and that's just going to be annoying. But I mean, right now we see kind of why the left side is so much more difficult to hold than the right hand side, at least for Americans early on, because this fuel right here is connected very easily to the north player. Fairly difficult for the southern player to connect that because of this munitions point. That's actually going to be changed in the new patch. This fuel sector is going to extend right down to this strap point, which was a good idea. That's a very annoying aspect of playing south, aside from the ridiculous munitions disadvantage. But anyways, what I do is I'll send my first built engineer, and I'll send him right up to the fuel to cap the fuel, then the strap point. Always cap the fuel before the strap point, because if you cap the fuel and then your opponent pushes you off, that's fine because he's still going to have to decap the fuel entirely and then recap it. Whereas if you only cap the strap point first, you're going to cap the fuel point a little bit later. And if your opponent is a bit more aggressive on the right-hand side, a lot of Wehrmacht players focus on the left because from the top it's just a lot easier to get to and a lot easier to defend. But if your opponent does pressure you a lot on the right-hand side, you're going to want to have this capped instead of this capped. And if you run out of time and you have to retreat with this not fully capped, he just gets to start from ground zero, and it's going to take him about half the time to cap that point. So Philly Willy, very interesting opening, focusing on the left-hand side. You see he actually switched over right away pretty much to the right-hand side. That left-hand side start not really doing too much for him, not capping this munitions point up here. This is a point that I frequently forget to cap just because it's so out of the way and it's only a +5. It's very, very difficult to motivate yourself to cap it, but you should always cap it because a +5 munitions income really adds up. And you see ProPipe is going over there with an engineer, which is a good idea. Send engineers because engineers are less important. Anyways, going over to Timothy, doing a good job wiring up. Wire very, very useful on this map, especially on the left-hand side, because as you can see, there are very, very few flanking options now that this entire left side is gone. And even without this wire, if you put an MG right about here, it's very difficult for an American player to flank around. Anyways, let's take a look while I've been yammering on. ProPipe has actually gotten a weapon support center after 3 rifles, dough. So going kibbles, 3 rifles, weapon support center, getting in a sniper, probably going to get a mortar. No, I'm going to get bars. This is very interesting. I have not seen this. Timothy actually is going tier 2, so this is going to be completely safe. Of course, ProPipe doesn't know that. Interesting that he's deciding to get bars right after the weapon support center. That's a fairly risky move. I mean, because if your opponent is going straight tier 3, you're just not going to have the manpower to get your motor pool up after spending all that on snipers and reinforcing your bar rifles. As we see, 3 Volks in the middle, no med bunker yet. Med bunker's coming up right now. This is not really an ideal situation for Timothy to engage in. He's going to lose a lot of health, lose a lot of men, and his medic bunker is not even half built yet. So he's not going to be getting anything back. Of course, good MG use, pin him 2 squads down. Another squad trying to flank around, but he only has 3 men in that one, and he's going to get focused down really quickly. Snipers not really that great against Wehrmacht tier 1 basic infantry. I mean, Volksgrenadiers 5 men. Kind of difficult because you do not, as an American player, want a flank to be going on very long, and the only way a sniper can really do a lot of damage is if he is a part of a prolonged engagement. Look at that, just missing that mine. And this engineer is going to retreat. He'll probably be fine. But yeah, the sniper is really only useful in a prolonged engagement, which is why if you are an American player and you face off against somebody who decides, like, hey, I'm going to go early sniper, like, by that I mean 3rd or 4th unit out of the Wehrmacht quarters is going to be a sniper. Why not? Snipers are very, very annoying. They're as much psychological as they are a manpower drain. I mean, I know personally it took me so long to get over, like, being... like snipers just completely driving me crazy as an American player when a Wehrmacht player gets them extremely early. You see a mortar on the field right now, just going to be shelling, going to try to take out this mine. I'm guessing this sniper did see the mine being planted. Oh, mine goes out there. And the mine's almost dead. He's probably going to keep barraging that until it blows up. There we go. Mine explodes. Good heads up there, keeping an eye on his sniper. He was able to see the Pioneer. And minesweepers. So look at this, ProPipe all over his mines, even spotting this one, so he should not, if he's paying attention, even step over that, even if he cannot get over there to defuse it at this very moment. These Volksgrenadiers, they're going to be okay. Timothy, I'm guessing he's defensive. I don't want to switch over because I don't want to mess up the tactical map. Oh no, and he revealed his counter sniper. ProPipe going to be a lot more cautious with his sniper right now, but as I was saying, I think I completely lost my train of thought on that Wehrmacht tier 1 sniper thing. But if you're an American player and your Wehrmacht opponent goes for an extremely early sniper, don't think, oh man, I need to get a counter sniper, oh man, I need to get a Jeep, because a counter snipe is ridiculously expensive and ridiculously risky, and a Jeep is ridiculously terrible unless you're Seb and micro it like a complete boss against Rocky and push Rocky's MG around while he's trying to get in a building and completely raffle stomp him in 5 minutes. And if you're not that, if you're not Seb and you're not that, you know, whatever. I'm not Seb. I couldn't do that to save my life. But yeah, just don't get a Jeep, because Jeeps get one shot by mines. They get pretty much one shot by Volksgrenadiers if you toss a Faust at them, because a Faust takes them down to like a tiny sliver of health and a few Volks shots. are going to take it out anyways. What you want to do to counter that is just play extremely aggressively with bars, because by the time you have 4 rifles and bars, your opponent is only going to have 3 regular tier 1 units, probably 2 Volks and an MG, and then his sniper. And if you flank him extremely hard, like maybe he might have a flamer or 2, either 1 flamer, probably a few mines, probably saving up for a Panzer Schreck because that's just kind of standard. And if your opponent decides to do that, you can be like, oh, these rifles are going to get absolutely destroyed. Why is he just running up there? Is he actually going to get... He's going to kill him? Get him. Oh! Oh, that sucks for Timothy, but yeah, he is defensive. There we go, popping for the fault line, so Philly really going to want to get out of there. But anyways, like I was saying, you want to play really, really aggressively with bars. The reason for this being your opponent's going to have 3 tier 1 units on the field. You're going to have 4. You're going to have your 4 rifles, all with bars, which will, in a one-on-one fight, beat every single one of the Wehrmacht players' tier 1 units, just straight up. I mean, Volks are terrible against vanilla Volks. Absolutely brutal against barred rifles. And you just want to flank him hard a few times, because he's going to have 3 tier 1 units and his sniper. If you flank fast and you flank hard, his sniper might kill 3 of your rifles. That is absolutely nothing. A sniper is only useful if the Wehrmacht player is able to prolong an engagement and harass you like crazy. If you don't let him do either of those, he's going to be wasted. He's probably going to die, because if you flank properly, bars absolutely shred snipers on retreat. So that's just something to keep in mind. Don't automatically go for a counter sniper. Always going to want to flank hard with bars and take it from there. Get a sniper, of course, later game if he does go heavy tier 2. Anyways, looking back at tech, I've kind of not really been talking much about this game 12 minutes in right now. But anyways, I'll try to focus on that a little bit more right now with the tank depot going up for ProPipe. Getting a Sherman right away, not a bad idea. Only 1 pack on the field. Don't think I see 1 grand, no Shrek yet. Lots of munitions though, because he is north Sturz, so he's gonna have a English. What's English? He's gonna have a Shrek very soon, and a sniper shooting around. Where's ProPipe sniper? Sniper. Anyways, just want to point out how passive ProPipe's been this game. This is kind of what you want to do on Sturzdorf, just because if you bang your head against the wall on the left-hand side trying to flank this, especially with all this wire, I mean, look at this. There's no way you're going to get around here. He's defensive, so he has advanced warning, which means I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to forget the tactical map. We won't use the tactical map anymore. We're going to put on Fog of War. Does he? I actually don't think he has. Maybe he does. I can't really tell. No, he doesn't. He does not have advanced warning yet, but once he gets advanced warning, I'll check back in a little bit. He's going to have ridiculous sight range, which is going to make flanking incredibly difficult. What you really want to do is sit back, play passive. Ideally, ProPipe would have capped the entirety of this right-hand side. Maybe not this +5 fuel, but at least this +10, and contest this +5 or +10 munitions as well. The VP in the middle, you can kind of cap it, but it's kind of risky. Shooting medics, good idea. He's probably going to snipe this one too. Nope, going to shoot it. Interesting thing to note, medics actually do give vet experience to snipers and infantry units. It's like 1 vet experience. So shoot the medics whenever you can, because that's like free kills. So yeah, something to keep in mind there. Do we have a company? No company yet. We do know Timmy, good old Timmy. He is defensive, does not have any vet yet. That's fairly standard for a defensive player. You kind of use For the Fatherland as a replacement for veterancy, and try to rush to something like tier 4. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw tier 4 out of Timothy right now. I mean, I'm guessing, 2 mortars, and nope, 1 mortar, because this guy's like, nah, it isn't worth it. This pack, 2 shots, takes the Sherman down to half health, but he's going to back out of there and get reflected. I really want ProPipe cap stuff. He probably thinks there's stuff over there. Oh well, but anyways, 3 rifles still on the field. I'd like to see him get another rifle. The only problem with this strategy is American players really need to fight with their riflemen early in the game before the Wehrmacht units get too much vet, get too powerful, all that stuff, because if you don't accumulate veterancy early in the game, he is now going to cap. Yay, I love you, ProPipe. If you don't accumulate veterancy early in the game, you're going to have unvetted rifles, even if they have bars, unvetted rifles against, say, Vet 2, Vet 3 Grenadiers with elite armor, 20% extra health, all that fun jazz. It's a losing battle for you, and it's kind of a slippery slope as well, because once you face those units, you can't really get veterancy that quickly because you can't really kill stuff. I mean, your snipers and your Shermans, all those things are what is really giving you your manpower drain, giving you your damage, not really your riflemen, because if you have a bunch of 0 vet riflemen, I mean, that's not going to do anything. And what? Yeah, there we go. Yay, medic station. I don't build medic stations enough. I need to build medic stations more. Interesting. Yep, there we go, tier 4. Kinda don't know if I agree with the tier 4. I mean, he does know ProPipe is investing a lot into tier 1, tier 1.5, meaning weapon support center, barracks units, although he does have a Sherman on the field. I mean, Sherman on the field, tier 3, not really the best option because Sherman's pretty much counter tier 3 extremely well. Of course, this mortar, where's this mortar? She's been sitting there. 7 kills right now. What about the sniper? 5 kills. Excuse me. Whew, not too bad. Rifleman over here. This is slightly terrible. Oh, infantry. Lots of manpower being floated as well. What's he building? He's building something. Probably a sure. No. Did he just call in? Or what is going on? No, where's that? Ah, this is interesting. You don't really see this too much. It's not a bad idea on Sturzdorf because can I see the range? I don't think I can see the range. The range of the howitzer. The howitzer, it's got, I mean, relatively small range. I mean, considering it is an artillery piece, it can shoot pretty much anywhere on Langra if you put it in your base sector. But on a map like Sturzdorf, if you toss it like back here, your opponent can just rush in with, say, an Ostwind and just pick it off and then attack move on the gun and kill it in like half a second, or just drop Firestorm on it, which Timothy couldn't do, but he is... Anyways, I'll come back to that in a second. Instead, ProPipe's like, hey, my stronghold is the right-hand side. You can't really contest me that much. I'm going to toss my howitzer over there. The only problem with that is the howitzer on that side is pretty much saying if I lose it or if I'm forced to retreat, that's very bad for me because he's going to lose the howitzer as well, and howitzers are not cheap. Of course, putting it in the base, he's not going to be able to reach all around here, which is going to be a problem. Unit sniped. Oh, no. Couldn't get this counter snipe off. That's annoying. And Timothy doing a good job with his sniper. Did get it later. Oh, no, misfire. Oh, poor sniper. And now this rifle squad is probably going to die because of it. Yep. That sucks. I wonder if he knows the sniper's here. Not sure. Great job just keeping his units, using the buildings right here. This is really something to keep in mind when you're trying to shoot the ground with the sniper. That's something you really want to do on this map and on all maps with a lot of buildings such as Samoa. It can be annoying in the early game to play a Wehrmacht player because MGs and buildings, if you don't have too much experience countering them and flanking and all that, they can be kind of a pain. But late game, buildings are really, really helpful for American players. As you can see right here, Pack is on the field, but Packs move extremely slowly and they need time to set up and they don't shoot through buildings, unfortunately. That'd be very nice, but also very, very broken. So using all these buildings in the middle is just a great job. He's going to drop Artie on the Pack. Probably using the hey, I can see green cover in the middle of a field, so there's a Pack there. Which, let's see, put on the Fog of War. Yay, green cover, following the Pack. And you can actually do this in-game. I'm not hacking, don't worry. I've been called a map hacker so many times for doing stuff like that. It's fun. Same with hitting the... unit sniped icon and following snipers, because people somehow 5 years after this game has been released don't really realize that you can do that. Follow the snipers. It's not an exploit. Don't worry, it was discussed on being removed. It was actually removed in Company of Heroes. There was discussion for the new patch of removing it in the new patch, but it was decided, hey, that would just cause way too many problems. I mean, doing that, it does force you to support your snipers, because if you just move your sniper around all by itself, it's going to get killed, because snipers move very slowly when they're cloaked, and units don't move as slowly as snipers, so they will catch them and shoot them, and that's not good. But anyways, 2 mortars right beside each other. I do not like this. 1 artillery shell will literally kill both of them. Off map already going to do a lot of damage as well. This is very, very interesting. You don't really see kind of half map games this long in Company of Heroes, especially this late in game's life cycle, and this late in a patch's life cycle especially. You see, MG bunker, interesting place for this MG bunker. Probably would have wanted to move it up a little bit so it would actually cover the VP, and I'm missing Artie on the medic bunker, which is a complete waste. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about how much I cringe when I see American players drop artillery on medic bunkers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shoot the medics, get demo charges, blow it up when you get a chance. Don't waste artillery on the medic bunker unless you know he's just camping around it, and that's the best chance you're going to do to actually kill something. You want to use your artillery to inflict manpower damage, not to kill a 150 manpower structure. When you think about it, spending 450 manpower, 75 fuel to kill something that's 150 manpower, 50 munitions, not worth it. I am incredibly sorry to inform you. Anyways, mortar, vet 1, 9 kills, yay. Only 3 kills on this howitzer. Surprise, Timothy has not tried to counter it. Does have 2 packs on the field though. Getting kind of annoyed at the Sherman moving around. This Sherman, I don't see him surviving. He's probably going to want to try to duck behind one of these. 2 more shots, maybe. Nah, it's going to take 3 more shots. He'll be fine. He's going to... Pack's going to have to back up. Uncloak it. Always uncloak your pack when you're moving. Especially once it's actually been revealed. It's like, oh, that sucks. Bazooka hits the mine. That's unfortunate. But yeah, uncloak your pack when it's moving. Especially when it's already been revealed. Because, like, it's going to be... Your opponent's going to be able to shoot at it anyways. You may as well uncloak the flipping thing. And let's watch these mortars run away humorously. Yes. That was definitely worth it. Lots of stuff dying. Let's see. 2 snipers now on the field for ProPipe. Is, however, keeping them right together, adhering to the amazing Shelt blob your sniper strategy that is so incredibly imbalanced and overpowered and should be used in every single game ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the April Fool's video because it's fairly amazing. Anyways, this is a fairly slow game, and I don't really mind that too much. It's... I don't know. I appreciate what ProPipe is doing. I mean, TimothyMatlack, well, not the cream of the crop in terms of Company of Heroes players by any means, is a fairly solid player. I mean, good enough to be sticking in this game. I mean, there's been constant pressure. He has, despite his better efforts, not been able to counter-snipe the sniper. Something's blowing up. He has not been able to counter-snipe the sniper. Something retreated. Yeah, this rifle squad almost dead. Anyways, he has not been able to counter-snipe the sniper, not been able to counter-mortar the mortar. Ooh, howitzer shot. Watch. Pretty explosion. Oh! And the pioneers. Gonna run away. See, this is a decent use for the howitzer. When you know you're gonna kill the thing, may as well drop it on it. I mean, right there gets rid of an annoying bunker. I mean, it's fairly cheap to rebuild it, but at this point in the game, you're gonna want all the resources you have for units and the like. Anyways, going back to ProPipe's base, we do have 2 ranger squads. Not too bad. Only 1 supplier to upgrade though. However, if we look down to his manpower income, only 231 right now. You're really gonna want... It's kind of as many ranger squads as you have supplier upgrades. Kind of a general rule. Rangers just so expensive to build, so expensive to reinforce, and they're gonna get completely crushed if Rangers are gonna run away. Or the Panther, sorry. Going to run away, not going to be penetrated by the bazookas because bazookas penetrate terribly and rarely. 2 snipers still blobbing, best friends. George and Steve or something like that. What? Some artillery is being dropped. Unit sniped. Oh yeah, let's see. Come on, move. Let's see if I can demonstrate. There we go.
tapping the unit sniped. It actually follows the sniper. Let's see if he dies to this artillery. Nope. Yep, so see, even in the fog of war, you can see the sniper. He's right here, and then take off the fog of war. Ah, too late. Anyways, oh, the artillery kills the Panther. That is very unfortunate. A little bit of miss micro there by Timothy. Really should not have allowed the sniper or the Panther to die to that. I'm not really sure what ProPipe has planned for countering any more Panthers. Because, oh my goodness, there we go. And that's why you do not put your mortars right beside each other, because if this one does not die, oh, one more shot, bam, and he's dead. Yep, there we go. Don't do it. Very dumb, very bad idea. Still no vet for Timothy, just now getting his Comcraft center up. Kind of a miss, kind of a blunder right there. I mean, this late in the game, we're almost 26 minutes into this replay. You're really gonna want veterancy. I mean, come on now. Pack on the field with no support, and the Sherman is Krauts are throwing artillery. Right here, nope, right there. Oh, Ranger Squad, run away. See if he hits that mine, that'd be so amazing. Ranger Squad gonna get out by the skin of its teeth. Only one man left. Okay, good. He does have a triage center. He didn't have a triage center for the longest time. Triage center, usually the first thing I build after I feel safe from, like, after I feel like I'm not gonna be absolutely killed in the next 2 minutes. Like, hey, toss up a triage center. They're cheap, extremely cost effective. You're going to want one every game. You're going to want one as soon as possible. This pack is in a lot of trouble. Probably going to be running away. Timothy kind of on the back foot right now, even though he does have tier 4 up, kind of showing you that getting tier 4 up it's difficult and it's expensive. As you see, he couldn't, if I flip over to his view, probably floating a ton. Actually, no. Wow, floating absolutely no fuel. You see, really, really hurting him not having this +5. This +5 has been decapped neutral for the longest time this game. I mean, if he sends a Pioneer over there, just caps it. I mean, great. He has more. Oh, another artillery barrage. But anyways, yeah. Really, really hurting on the fuel for Timothy. Spending it a lot on his tech, and as you see, spending it on tech means you don't have as much to spend on just regular old upgrades, regular old units, making the stuff on the field as powerful as possible instead of investing in a future that can be quite easily counterable. I mean, I'm surprised at this point ProPipe has not back-teched to AT guns, to motor pool, and then AT guns. Panzer IV on the field, of course, without Bet 1. Panzer IV going to be fairly terrible. No upgun on the Sherman yet, though, so that's a positive for Timmy, I suppose. This rifle squad is not going to have a good day. Run. Oh yeah, LMG-42. Haven't really talked about that. Don't really see many in games. LMG-42, I personally hate it because you need to be standing still in order to fire. I mean, it's not bad. Engine damage. Oh, that sucks. This Sherman's gonna be in a lot of trouble. And so are these snipers. Oh man, gonna retreat. Oh, one sniper dead. So that sucks. But yeah, LMG-42 kind of. Oh man, what is this Panzer IV doing? That's a comedy of errors right there. Definitely. Is he going to be able to counter-stack? No, but this Panzer IV. If this Panzer IV actually escapes, he's going to watch it. Follow Panzer IV. Let's see. I'll get back to whatever I was saying after I see if this Panzer IV escapes or not. Yes. And the Rangers giving up. That's actually hilarious. Panzer IV getting out of there with its life. Anyways, I completely forget what I was saying. Something about the LMG. Oh yeah, the LMG. You need to be standing still to use it. That's why I don't like it. Because more artillery going down, killing the Vet 2 squad. Definitely use it. But yeah, or worth it. Sorry, unless he doesn't kill it. Oh yeah, he does. Of course he does. Anyways, yeah, the LMG-42. I don't like it because you need to be standing still, and when you're not standing still, you only do 3/4 damage because only 3 or 4 guys are shooting. Because the guy with the LMG-42 obviously can't shoot because he can't shoot while he's moving, and if he's moving, the other 3 guys will be shooting, but that's not really as powerful as 4 guys. And the LMG, I mean, it does suppress decently, and it is a decent way to keep flamers at bay, which I mean, down south Sturz, not necessarily going to have a lot of flamers. I mean, there is a lot of munitions in general on this map, but I mean, north just blows it out of the water. Of course, fixed in the new patch, which will hopefully be coming out soon, and also look for some exciting casting related stuff on game replays with that new site. We're going to be trying a few new things, seeing how new things work, seeing how old things that are going to be renewed work, all that fun stuff. I don't think ProPipe has grenades yet, which would be very, very amazing against Timothy's. I'm going to take 3 squads and a move into you and hope I kill stuff. I think this is actually the second free rifle squad that ProPipe's gotten. So, as you can see, 150 manpower for 2 rifles. Definitely not a bad call right there. Actually has lost a lot of rifles as well, which is unfortunate. Losing a lot to the registered arty late game. Kind of difficult to keep. Oh, killed one ranger. I don't get it. Yeah, this squad is dead. I think he was actually team killed. Friendly fire from the mortar. That was kind of humorous. But anyways, as I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. No mortar pool on the field. Still no vet of any kind.
Enemy is down to 4 points.
Already in the base, adding insult to injury, killing tier 2. 1 Panzer IV on the field, not really going to do much at this point. I'm guessing ProPipe, no, now he has sticky bombs. Okay, kind of late. On the sticky bomb upgrade, getting the upgun for the Sherman. Probably going to want to get another Sherman in order to make use of that. Generally, you want 2 Shermans before you're going to get the upgun. I mean, I wonder why he dropped. Huh. This arty is not going to hit a darn thing. He's going to kill 1 pile member. And then the mortar is going to kill the other pile member. That is kind of humorous. Oh yeah. But yeah, upgun. You're usually going to want 2 Shermans on the field just because having 1 Sherman with an upgun, kind of not really that great. What is he dropping? No, run away, run away. Rocket barrage. Barely kills the infantry. That's actually going to be fixed. And oh no, he just leaves. But as I was saying, rocket barrage going to do more damage to infantry and not just suppress them in the new patch. Yay, Vet 3 Sherman, 25 kills and a tank kill. Vet 1 mortar, Vet 2 howitzer. That was never countered despite being in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, that was a fun game. Interesting strategy by ProPipe. Fairly slow paced, which is not a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people think playing Americans is bam, 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 gotta kill stuff everywhere, gotta kill it quickly, and gotta kill it before Wehrmacht gets tier 4 and I get completely overrun by tanks. And that's really not the case. Oh, is the game over? Oh yeah, VP's died. Well, that would explain why the game ended despite Timothy having a lot of stuff. But yeah, this just goes to show you microing well, playing smart. Americans can definitely compete with a late game Wehrmacht player provided you keep the Wehrmacht player at least in check through the early and mid game. Anyways, as I was saying at the beginning of this cast, expect a different type of cast, but still definitely a Company of Heroes video tomorrow. Expect a lot more streams on my Justin TV stream. That is justin.tv/inversetv. There is once again a link on my YouTube profile. Check it out. I am broadcasting daily. All that fun stuff. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Later.